The monster was bloody massive. Despite the soupy fog surrounding us, his features were still clear. His angry red eyes glowed, almost laser-sharp in their intensity, while his green skin glistened wetly in the drizzle. He opened his mouth, jaws yawning wide. The roar which ensued just after was in equal measures ferocious and terrifying. I beamed proudly. The bolder of my 3 trainees raised his hand. Normally I wouldn't countenance questions in the middle of a client session. For now, however, I'd allow it. I had a few seconds to spare and I was feeling generous. I nodded towards him. Yes? He swallowed.
Isn't it rather derivative? I mean, giving him green skin and all. It's not very original.
The kid deserved to go to the top of the class. I snapped my fingers at him. Exactly. It's not supposed to be innovative. You have to ensure that you are creating something which is connected in some way to reality. If you stray too far and let your imagination run riot, then you run the risk of either at worst turning your client psychotically crazy, or at best making him completely dismiss your conjuration and forget about what he's seen. I pointed at the hunched-over figure in the doorway. If he can believe that his own mind created that monster, then you'll have more success in your endeavours.
I thought that as dope fairies we are supposed to give them the best trip possible.
We are, I explained further, and the best trip possible is one that your client can believe in. To a certain extent, anyway. You can't give them more than their own minds can cope with. When Duncan Smith here properly sobers up, he'll believe that the mushrooms he ate were fantastic. He'll think that he hallucinated a monster akin to the Incredible Hulk because last week he saw part of the film when he sneaked into the local cinema. He'll be more inclined to have mushrooms again instead of progressing to harder substances, which will only lead to his eventual demise. And, I gestured to his expression, he'll continue to enjoy himself. All 3 trainees stared at Duncan's glazed expression. His mouth was indeed curved up into a goofy smile, with his tongue lolling out happily. The trail of drool curling down from his bottom lip was somewhat off-putting, but fairly par for the course.
Is the boogeyman coming?
Duncan whispered. I knelt down next to his ear. The boogeyman is here, Duncan.